Coach Colin here, coolest high performance coach in the world. And if you're looking for the absolute best insights on the podcast you love, smash that subscribe button. There is no one in the clip game who is doing what I'm doing. They're just showing you clips. And yeah, that's good, but I'm also giving you some perspective along with it. And that fosters conversation, and podcasts are all about conversation. So let's get into it. We're at the JRE episode 1916 with, wait for it, because I've mispronounced this name a lot, Jon Bernthal. Bang. Shout out to all the people who corrected me on that so many times in the last video I did. My bad. I never heard of the guy. What could I say? The reason I chose this clip, though, goes as follows, and what this clip is actually about. Joe talks about how accidental his podcast was. He talks about how it was just something fun to do with his friends. He says that if he told his friends that it was going to be the biggest media platform in the world, they would laugh in his face. They wondered why he was wasting his time. They would say things like, you used to do TV shows, you're doing stand-up comedy, and for some reason you chose to do this nonsensical waste of time thing. That's how they looked at the podcast when he first started. And I think it's a valuable lesson for all of us. I think it's a valuable lesson for us to do that dumb thing with your friend that truly doesn't have a purpose, but is really fun for you. I think it's a valuable lesson for us to start that business that we've always wanted to take a stab at, to try that thing that we've always wanted to try, to just, in general, take a chance. Because at the end of the day, this incredible podcast that millions of people watch was just him taking a chance. Even less so, it was just him doing a thing that made him happy. And I think that's the most important lesson here, because if you're doing something that makes you happy and you can do it consistently, why not do it? Because of what somebody has to say? Let's get into it.
An accidental education, like a deep accidental education on so many different subjects. Because I started it out with my friend Brian. We were just smoking weed on a laptop.
Yeah.
Just being silly and having fun. And we thought it'd be a fun thing to do. And then slowly it started gathering momentum and steam and started getting guests. And then it became what it is now.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of it is accidental, which is real weird.
I bet. I bet, man.
Yeah, it was real. Someone sent me a video of Times Square today. There's this gigantic LED or LCD, whatever it is, liquid crystal display, huge JRE video that's playing in the middle of Times Square.
Wow.
It's like fucking 50 feet high or something.
Wow.
And I'm looking at that thing, I'm like, that is insane.
Yeah.
That came out of a laptop in my office.
Yeah.
Fucking around and having comedians come over and we'd do hits out of this volcano vaporizer.
Yeah.
And get so obliterated, we literally didn't even know what we were talking about while we were talking.
Right.
Just having fun with no pretense and no thought whatsoever that one day this is going to be the biggest media platform in the world. If I ever said that to them back then, they would have fucking laughed in my face. They thought I was an idiot even for doing it. Like, why are you wasting your time?
Right.
You go from doing TV shows and stand-up comedy to this stupid shit.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Wow.
And I didn't have an answer.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fun. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. Such a trip, man. And I think,
why are you wasting your time?
Someone told me not to leave when I press it, not to leave the person in compromising faces, but whatever, man. I freeze it where it freezes. What can I do? But yeah, that's such a huge thing, man. It's just something fun that he decided to do. How many times have you just been not on fire, but you were happy about this thing you were doing, or you had an idea that you thought had some kind of legs, and then somebody looks at you and goes, what are you going to try that for? What are you talking about? People are already doing that. Don't listen. Better to try a bunch of things that make you happy and don't work out than to just go along with what your friend says or some guy, they're not living your life. They're not living your life. They're not making your feet go back and forth. They're not chewing the food for you. They're not in the gym for you. They're not doing all that stuff for you. It's your life. Don't listen. Like, this is such a perfect example of someone who just didn't listen to what other people had to say. He was just like, I'm getting high in this room with my friend and we're going to talk to people. And that's it. And people were like, whoa, why? Don't worry about why. Who cares why? Why are you so worried about what I got to do? I face the same thing with this. You know what I mean? My friends are like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you in this room doing this thing? I don't know. I like it. I like podcasts. I like talking. I like being in front of a camera. Like, I like all this stuff. So it's like, just going to keep doing it. And I'm sure there's something in your life. And it's such a big reason. This is also such a big reason of why I do stuff like this. Because I know that everybody has a thing that they can do better than other people. Everybody has a spark. Everybody has a genius. And it's like, there's been so many people in the world that stop themselves from pursuing that thing that is them, that they're the best at, all because of what somebody had to say, whether it was your parents or your siblings or your friends or just some random person. Man, don't leave your destiny in other people's hands. You know what I mean? Don't leave your destiny in other people's hands. Don't allow someone else to dictate where your ship goes in life. You dictate that. It's all about where you want to go. If you want to start a podcast, you know how many people just start podcasts and blow up because they just felt like it, or because they had this example, or because they decided to just not listen to their friend and just like do the thing they wanted to do. How many people started businesses? You know, Mark Cuban, he's a billionaire now. He was like one of the first guys to like stream sporting events. Do you know how many people told him that was dumb? They were like, we already have radio, stupid. And he was like, "Okay, don't worry about it. I'm trying a thing." Like, you know what I mean? You have no idea where your ideas are going to go. Your dumb ideas. You have no idea where those things are going to go, man. You have no idea until you start following them. So follow them. Don't not do something because of what somebody else says. And if you need somebody, again, I do this a lot in these videos. If you need somebody to say that that's a good idea and you should try it, here you go. That's a good idea. You should try it. There you go. Done. Since you need other people to push you, there you go. Great idea. Hey, you know what? That thing that you've been thinking of doing, man, that's a great idea. You should do that thing. Yeah, I think you'd be good at that. You know what? I think you can make money off of that thing. Yeah, your designs are actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'd buy it. Man, I'd definitely buy it. Construction? Yeah, of course you can you can start a construction company. You can do it, of course. Okay, did that cover everybody? Who else? Just do it. Do the thing, man. Don't let anybody hold you back. Not a person, not a comment, not a family member, not even yourself. Don't even let that little voice inside your own head tell you, no, don't do this. Try it. I went from having a cleaning company to having a video production company to having a coaching company now. Hey, even a different example. I went from dating... Now, I'm not going to call these ladies out of their name, but I went from dating one person who wasn't that great to dating another person that wasn't that great to dating a bunch of other people that weren't that great. Seems like I was making a bunch of dumb decisions. Why am I even trying it? What am I doing here? What am I doing there? And now I got a fantastic wife. You got to keep trying. And every time one of those dumb ideas, quote unquote, they fail, all they did was give you a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more education, a little bit more resilience, a little bit more information. So at the end of the day, it's like, why not? If not, like, what? I don't even know what the quote is, but it's like, why not you? That's basically the quote. Why not you? Why not? Who's everybody else? They're that much better than you? Fucking doubt it. Go after that dumb idea, man. Go after that dumb idea and kill that shit. I'm out. Peace.